This morning, WB2 News reporter and tough guy Chris Parente is having Lucky Charms for breakfast with a side of Irish hurling.
Whatever helps. Chris joins us now live from Denver. Hi, Chris.
Lucky Charms aren't going to cut it.
No.
I'm going to need more help than a little breakfast cereal, though I am armed and dangerous now. Here we go. This is my hurl. It's called the hurl. We're talking about Irish hurling. Take a quick look here. The Denver Gaels, one of the top teams in the country, as a matter of fact. I had no idea what Irish hurling even was. Before the morning is out, we're going to give you a up-close and personal front row seat to the sport, the national pastime of Ireland. What is this? Been compared to rugby, lacrosse, aerial hockey? And do you have to be clinically crazy to do it? These guys are actually a great, great bunch. They assure me I will not lose any teeth. They assure me I will not bleed. Although they did tell me they wear the red socks to cover the blood on the shins. So we're going to talk about the Gaels and talk about their upcoming tournaments. I got it, guys! I got it! I don't got it!
You don't want it.
I don't want it. So stick around, more to come. And by the way, we even have, true to Ireland form, we have a bagpiper. Go ahead, fire us up. Nothing like a beautiful sunrise in Denver and some bagpiping this morning. So we'll get you in the spirit of Ireland, and we'll tell you all about hurling before the morning is out.
I wish I'd brought my pipes in. I could jam with the guy.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, thanks. Good luck to you. Speaking of health, here's Natalie. We're going to see. Irish hurling is not what happens when you've had too much Guinness. Irish hurling is actually a sport described as kind of like hockey without the ice or skates or pads.
Maybe it got started, though, after too much Guinness.
Yeah.
We don't know, but we're going to head out to Chris now. See, there he is. Hi, Chris.
Good morning. Yeah, I may hurl by the end of the morning in more ways than one. I'm a little frightened. Here we go. This is called the Clash of the Ash. Show him, James. The Clash of the Ash, right there. That's the sound you make before it hits your shin. Then you make a very different sound. Good morning, Denver. We're here at Cook Park talking to Kieran, yeah?
Yeah, Kieran Dwyer from the Denver Gaels.
Coach of the Gaels,
yes.
From fine Ireland yourself.
Yes, from County Kilkenny, which is a great hurling county.
Hurling?
Yes.
Well, James is going to kind of show some of the action on the field as you and I talk a bit about what hurling is. Because, you know, I'm an Italian. I play bocce ball. I don't know what hurling is. This seems to me a very, very high-energy sport. Is it dangerous?
Yeah, it's a little bit dangerous, all right. But, you know, a lot of us have started playing from when we were 4 years of age, and you learn how to play the right way. And we just started a hurling team here in Denver this last year. And we, you know, take beginners. Most of our players you see today are all American-born players, and we're teaching them how to play the game. You see, most of them are smart enough to wear helmets and face guards, and there's a couple of Irish Egypts out there who don't have any helmets or face guards on.
You can tell the Irishman because he's not wearing his helmet. All right, we're going to talk more about hurling throughout the morning. By the way, we'll put up the website of the Denver Gaels as well. You get hooked up with learning the sport, seeing it, maybe even participating. Stick around. In the next half hour, I'm going to take to the field myself. See if I've got what it takes. We'll tell you exactly how hurling is played as well. So, wish me luck. Look at this. No protection even.
No.
I'm going in, Tom.
You're like Roy Hobbs. You're the natural.
Yeah, right.
Get the protection, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. You know, it's interesting because if you want to do a dirty trick and you don't have aluminum foil for your cube net,
yes, you could play hurling.
Sign them up for the Denver
Got this
Gaels.
cool new sport for you to play.
Go on out. You'll have the time of your life.
Good morning, Colorado. I'm Chris Parente. I'm told there's nothing to worry about. I'm told I'm not going to get hurt as I hurl. Something tells me I should run while I still can. Stick around. Irish hurling next. Ouch!
Well, it is a sport that is so wild at times it makes rugby look like a chess match. Hurling is fast-paced, anything goes, where none but the brave take the field.
And our own Chris Parente is on hand at practice this morning to check it out. Hey, Chris.
I'm not brave.
No?
For the record, did you see the blood on that man's face?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about all this. It's called hurling. James Mafotog is going to give you an up-hand look. James, be careful out there, okay? Go for it. This is, of course, the national pastime of Ireland. Kieran, how are you this morning?
Good, very good.
Denver Gaels, you guys have a lot of folks on the team. You've been playing here for how long?
We've been playing hurling for the last year. We played Gaelic football for the last 10 years. And the hurling has really taken off, and the Americans are really taken to it. And we're looking for new players all the time.
It's big in Ireland. A lot of folks in America might not know. The basics of hurling is what? You're trying to get that ball
over the bar like that, in between the uprights, or into the netted goal for 3 points. You can't pick the ball off the ground. You can hit the ball on the ground like a hockey stick, just like that. Or you can get the ball into your hand through scooping it up into your hand from the ground, just like that.
And this seems like awfully tough to balance the ball on the end of the hurl. I mean, this takes a lot of skill, coordination.
It takes a lot of hand-eye coordination, all right. And you need to be a little bit tough, not be afraid. The fella's just gone down right there, but Yeah, you need a little bit of bravery, but also some hand-eye coordination. You know, lots of guys who played ice hockey or lacrosse have been very good and have taken to it very quickly.
Is he all right out there?
I'd say we might need to bring in a medic now in a second.
This is the par for the course, though, because, you know, it has reputation, doesn't it? A little bit of hurling is like you got to be a little bit crazy to do it, right?
Yes, you do. You do a little bit, like, you know, but I haven't said that now, you know. I wouldn't want to discourage people from coming out and trying it.
Because certainly the Americans can put on the protective gear, right?
The Americans like to go, you know, what we're finding is they're very interested in hurling because they like to go around with a stick in their hand, you know.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
They were saying earlier, because Tom back in studio is a big golfer, it's just like golf, only full body contact golf is what it is. Let's put up the website real quick for the Denver Gaels, because by the way, you guys play twice a week, yeah?
Play twice a week here in Cook Park right now, on Sunday afternoons 3 o'clock and on Wednesday evenings at 6 o'clock. As I say, we're looking for new members all the time, so please come out and try it out.
All right, give them a call or check out the website. Coming up in the next hour, I will, despite what you see on the field, I will take to that field, I will see if an American, can actually do this without breaking his nose. So you'll want to see that the next hour.
You're a tough guy. You'll be given a wide berth. Thank you, Chris.
Still can't believe he's not wearing some protective gear.
Not yet.
He shows the great spring weather. It is time to get outside and enjoy some exercise.
Exercise if you can survive. Anything that requires this sort of headgear can't be good for you. Chris Parente running for his life this morning. Hello, Chris.
I will be shortly, Tom, yes. Do you remember earlier this morning we saw out in this field the guy just flat on his back?
Yeah.
He wasn't even responding.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the guy that put him flat on his back. Good morning, Christian. How are you? We're talking about Irish hurling. And not unusual to see a guy with maybe a little cut, a little scrape on the nose, flat on his back, knocked unconscious.
Bloody knuckles, it's all part of the game.
This is a rough and tumble sport, isn't it?
Well, it is, but I think every sport's rough and tumble. But we like any other sport, we have rules. All the contact has to be shoulder to shoulder or hip to hip. But it never really stops anybody from catching a helmet down to the bridge of the nose or getting your hands whacked by a hurl. So, yeah, just like any other sport.
Show them real quick, James. We've got a game going on in the field here. We're at Cook Park, and this is the Denver Gaels. Hurling is actually a tradition many centuries old in Ireland. Very popular there, isn't it?
Right, right. It's actually a national sport. Fills up stadiums like we fill up Bronco Stadium here.
But not quite so much in the States. Is it catching on here?
It's catching on. It's big on the East Coast, and it's gradually catching on. There's places like Milwaukee that has about 200 American players, and this is every ethnicity. So it's really catching on. It's kind of like the new culturally extreme sport kind of catching on here in America.
Let's explain it really quick to the folks at home, because it seems like it looks a little like lacrosse. It looks a little like field hockey. Is it a combo?
It's a grandfather sport to ice hockey. I think Irishman people came over and had the hurls and the balls and didn't know what to do on the sheets of ice. So it actually is a grandfather sport.
The grandfather of ice hockey. Basically, you've got these. This is the hurl.
This is the hurl. It's called the come on in Irish. It means curved in, is what that means in Irish. So we have this a hurley. We call it a hurl. And we have a slitter, which is the ball down here, which is the size of a baseball, a little bit softer than a softball. It's got the thick threads there because you got a solo. Basically, the rules are you can rise the ball, and you have about 4 steps with ball in hand. Then you got to put it on the end of your hurl, and you can solo down as long as you want.
So I'm trying to scoop the ball up with my hurl.
You have this kind of this edgy part of your hurl here, and you usually want to get in there, but you can either roll it onto your hurl, or you can just
make it look so easy.
You can come up and scoop it up that way.
And then take it downfield and try to score it through the net.
You know, you want to make a smart play. You want to pick it up and then try to get rid of it as soon as possible, make a play, pass to a guy. But if you are a midfielder and you have the room, and you want to get on the end of your hurl, you can solo down as far as you want and try to make the big score.
These guys look like they're having a blast. Talk about your website and how people can get hooked up if they want to learn how to play or even come watch.
Yeah, check into denvergaels.com. We're always looking for new players for Irish football, hurling.
Oh, look out!
Ladies hurling, which is called camogie, and we have junior sports as well. We have junior football and junior hurling, and no experience needed whatsoever. Myself, I started 2 years ago, just an Irish American, and had just some sort of interest. I watched a little bit growing up and just really had an interest in the sport and heard that they started up a team and came out. And these guys taught me everything. So really, don't be intimidated to the fact you don't have any experience. We'll teach you everything you need to know.
All right, there you go. Now, you've told me before, of course, I am a man who knows no fear. That's common. So I'm going to go out to the field right now, and I'm going to try to body check that dude right there,
There in the black band.
All right. You've seen the blood. You've seen the injuries. I'm not concerned the slightest. I'm going to go in right now and body check that guy. Here we go. Irish hurling. Check it out. The Denver Gaels.
Good man yourself. And thanks to our sponsors.
Wait, whoa. You're missing him.
Pub,
Chris.
Old Dubliner,
Chris.
The Irish Rover, Scruffy Murphys, and Nolans.
You know what?
Oh, Chris.
I think it's better to run away early than run away late. You know, if you're going to run away.
Just do it.
Yeah. You ever Brave Sir Robin? You ever hear of him? Brave Sir Robin? Yeah.
Anybody?
Most people, I think, know who Brave Sir Robin. Bravely ran away.
We never refer to